Do you feel squirmy or uncomfortable about having to repeat yourself a lot in your marketing, like having to send out multiple emails about the same offer, make multiple posts about the same offer? Um, if that is you, makes you feel really uncomfortable saying the same thing more than once or telling people about an offer over and over again, I want to give you some food for thought. So, first of all, why it makes sense, why this might make you cringe is, well, if you are in my audience, you are probably a person that values consent, and being pushy or trying to coerce or persuade someone feels icky. And that's true, if you were, badgering someone who had personally said no over and over again, that is gross. But that's not what you're doing, because you have to remember, no matter where you're marketing, not everyone who follows you is going to see anything you post. Actually, a very small percentage of your audience is going to see any one thing you post. So saying it one time does not mean everybody in your audience saw it. And it does not mean that everyone who saw it was seeing it at a time when they could pay attention and think about it. Might have been distracted. So part of the point of repetition is making sure your people actually see what you're saying. So they have an opportunity to opt in or out at all, just at all. And then the next thing, food for thought, I want you to give you about repetition cringe and why you need to ditch it in order to market effectively and get the kind of sales you want, is that for a lot of us, especially if we have a strong trauma history, we inadvertently perceive new things as a threat or a potential threat. So even if they're good things. So part of establishing safety with our people is making us, our brand, familiar. So that's where a lot of using the same colors, the logo, aesthetics, our lovely faces, and matching that with our offer and our marketing is really important, because it makes us more familiar. It makes people feel safer investing with us, It's why often you might buy a name brand soda you recognize over an off-brand one, because you know the brand and you know what to expect from it and it feels safer, etc. Or like an on-brand medicine, that kind of thing. Familiarity, repetition, positive associations, established expectations help our bodies to feel safe in investing in something. So that's part of the function of repetition. Now, it's just for the brand, though. We also got to build safety and familiarity with our offer, especially if it's something that is going to be a significant investment, money-wise, time-wise, energy-wise, vulnerability-wise, especially. We want to make our brand and our offer feel safe, and part of how we do that is through repetition, so that it can become familiar for our aligned clients. So it doesn't feel like as big a risk, because they know more of what to expect. They are getting more of a feel for it. They're being reminded of it. It's becoming more and more familiar and feeling more and more safe. And then I'd also like to give you something to munch on for a second, which is just the vastness of the internet, how much we're all being notified all of the time. I can't tell you how many good things I've had happen just because I was willing to be vulnerable enough to follow up. Like, I wouldn't have half my testimonials if I hadn't sent a reminder email or two out. Sometimes people are just busy, sometimes people are just distracted, sometimes people aren't in the right headspace, and a little reminder is welcome. That's why when I sign up for a class or whatever, I'm always putting it on my Google Calendar specifically so I will get those timing reminder emails. That's why I'm probably going to miss your webinar or masterclass unless you're sending out reminders a day before, an hour before, etc. Like, that reminder, that repetition is so welcome for the people that are aligned, that want to show up for you, etc., etc. Now, yes, sometimes communicating a lot gives other people enough information to realize that we aren't a good fit. We're not compatible. Our brand isn't for them, our offer isn't for them, and they will leave. And yes, of course, that might trigger rejection, abandonment, anxiety, self-doubt. Sometimes that happens. But if you're going to be in business, you have to give the people the opportunity to opt out, but also to opt in. And if you are not talking because in your marketing, if you are not sharing, if you're not giving people an opportunity to get to know your brand, to get to know your offers, to think about it, to mull it over, to consider, to build excitement, to build their sense of familiarity and trust in your brand and your offer, and also feel into how it would feel to take you up on your offer. If you're not willing to show up enough to give them the opportunity to do that at all, yes, there's less opportunity they'll opt out because they don't know there's a thing to opt out of. But you're also giving them way less of a chance, way less of an opportunity to opt in. So, repetition in marketing is your friend. We have to get comfortable making the same offer over and over again. We have to get comfortable showing up. We have to get comfortable giving people the opportunity to opt in or out. Otherwise, they're just sitting in the audience in this kind of limbo, not doing anything. That does not get you sales, my friend. It doesn't. So, repetition. Let's get comfortable with it. If you want to learn more about how to make absolutely money messaging in your marketing and have so much fun doing it, I am teaching a free masterclass tomorrow. I think it's at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, live over Zoom, or we are just going to talk about how to craft incredibly powerful messaging, become storytelling masters, and make marketing so much more fun, so much more compelling, so much more deadly persuasive. And this is also, there's a section at the end for a live business lab. So if you have an offer, you're struggling to find the words to explain the value, the transformation, etc., like bring it to this class. We will wordsmith it. We'll sort it out. We'll establish exactly what to say to sell this thing. So you can register right now for free. And there will be a bunch of squad members there, Squad is my group marketing confidence cheerleading program. It's awesome. You can come get a feel of what it's like to work with me and be in my community, and how it's going to massively up-level your marketing and make it so much more freaking fun. All right, I can't wait to see y'all there. DM me or leave a comment if you got some good takeaways for this, or brought up some insights for you. All right, love you, bye.